I just might be in your hood.
Fuck out of here, man. You dumbass niggas. You niggas is silly out here trying to look cute and shit, man.
I
Don't
just
play, man.
might
This
be
shit's
in your
serious, bro. Niggas wanna come and talk to me about all this dumb shit.
YouTube, what's going on? What's happening, man? It's your guy, little fella. You know what I mean? Currently out here at the Speed Co. Got to get some work done, man. Need some new steer tires. Oh man, this is one of them expenses, especially close to the end of the year. You know, trying to get those last little bit expenses, man. Check it out, check it out. So here you go, my man, working on the ones and twos, getting them new steer tires put on. See in the corner, getting the old ones off. I'll show you what they look like and why I'm getting them changed in the first place. But it's a crazy thing why I have to get them changed in the first place. I got new steer tires put on my truck probably a year and a half ago, something like that. And I bought those tires, they're Continentals. I'm replacing them with similar Continentals. And when the steer tires from a year and a half ago got put on, I did it at Southern Tire Mart down in Fort Worth, Texas. Yeah, I'm calling them out. Come to find out, these dudes didn't even balance my steer tires when they got put on. You know, I dropped my truck off and went and took care of some things. Came back in like 2 hours. They told me my truck was ready. So, you know, I came back, put the keys in, got in the truck and left. So I never thought nothing about my steers after that. It wasn't until about, I don't know, hard to say, 50,000 miles ago. I'm gonna kind of just guesstimate around there, 50,000 miles ago. I noticed that I was starting to get wear on the outside of the tires. It didn't look too bad, but I felt like I needed to do something about it. Prior to getting the last set of new steers put on, I did my kingpins and tie rods. You know, it's very important, you know, stuff like that. I didn't do an alignment. So when it got to the point where it got real bad to where it's at now, 2 months ago, a month or two ago, I ended up getting a wheel alignment, and my wheel alignment was terrible. Like all three axles was bad. So they adjusted them, got them all back in spec. But by then, the damage was already done to the steer tires. And the guy checked out the steer tires. He said, "Did you ever get these balanced?" I said, "Yeah, I put the steer tire, got the steer tires put on, and I'm assuming they got balanced." You know, he said, "No, they didn't get balanced, man." He straight up and told me just like that, you know. But yeah, they didn't even get balanced. I'm like, what? I said, "Can you do anything about it like now?" Like, he said, "It's too late, man." He said, "You gotta let the tires just run their course, just run them until, it's time to change them." Which leads me to why I'm here right now. So, coming in, any truck driver that drove out of New Mexico, Las Cruces, going into El Paso, if you're in the right lane, right where it says, "Welcome to Texas, drive friendly the Texas way," the right lane, they got construction here right now, and the right lane got the two grooves, and they're deep too, real deep, and they go for a good minute. When I told you my steer tires caught them grooves, oh man, I felt like I was about to jackknife. Maybe I'm exaggerating, maybe I'm not. But that was the last straw. I said, forget that, today's the day that I'm getting me some new steer tires. And so that will lead me here. So I want them to see how they look. You can kind of tell just by looking at, this one was on my driver's side. You can kind of see how it goes like that all the way around on both sides. Get a good look at that. Whereas the one on the passenger side, it's like flat and smooth. It don't have the squiggly line like this, so they definitely wear, but you can tell by the grooves, the center ones still look like good tires, which is crazy, man. I had the Continental HSL 3s, and I'm replacing them with these ones over here, the Eco Plus. Where does it say? Yeah, HS3 Plus, Eco Plus. I'm thinking they're the exact same tire. I mean, this in here right now. You about to put them tires back together and balance them. So I know for sure this time they're gonna be balanced. And trust me, I checked all the guidelines. My shocks is good. My kingpins and tie rods is good. I just haven't checked them again. Just got an alignment done. My toe ends is good. If I'm saying that right. If I saying it wrong, correct me in the comments below. So ain't nothing else to really look at. Should be having no more shaking because the issue I'm having and it got worse as to where it got worse. If I said that right, I'm over here listening to myself talk. I'm not even going to edit this. I'm just going to let it go as it is because you know me. Try to keep it straight. Like this truck is about to go when they put the new steer tires on. It was shaking. It was shaking bad, going 40, 45 miles an hour. That's what had the most shake at. So I hate it when I got stuck in like a town where the speed limit be 40 or 45 and I'd be right there in that area. As I'm accelerating, the whole thing's doing this wobbling motion. And then when I get up to about 65, it does it again a little bit until I get like up to 70. And then it just rides smooth. Anything 70, 75 going on the highway, smooth. So I'm definitely getting this done, getting it out the way now. So he about to balance them and see what it do.
Yeah, it's moving a little. I think it's gonna be 4.
What's these numbers mean over here to the left? The 8295.
These are the. Well, it's just like the size of the tire. Like the how do you say it? Yeah, it's 4 ounces.
Oh, okay.
Like I forgot what the words, like the exact words, but like right here, this is like the size of this part right here,
Okay.
and then I believe this part right here is the size from this part to this part.
The width?
Like just the length, and the width.
Mm-hmm.
But most of these tires are pretty much the same, so we're pretty much gonna use these most of the time, unless it's like a different, like a dark tire, then we might use something different. But still, the rim's like the same size, so I doubt it. It depends.
What about this too? That's the weights it needs.
Yeah, that's so many weights, so it's gonna be 2 on one, and then 2 on the other side too. So it's gonna be 4 ounces in total.
4. Oh, so you guessed 4. That's what you said, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, to see where it's like if I have it like right here, if I leave it like that, it's gonna start moving because it's not balanced. You see how it's like it's still spinning?
Mm-hmm.
So if I spin it right here, and it's lined up right here, which is where this point is right here,
Yeah.
and it starts flashing like that.
Uh-huh. So that's the
Like
sweet spot right there.
Yeah, that's the sweet spot.
Okay.
Exactly, yeah. So if I leave it like that, it's just not gonna move. So that's where the weights need to go, so that it could be balanced. So then we'll turn it, I guess. We're gonna turn it again. Then we're gonna see if it's balanced after I put the weights. So it should be balanced, but we'll see,
So when they don't need no more weights, it'll say 0 instead of 2.
It'll
Okay.
say 0 on both sides.
Okay.
So we should be good.
Good. Yeah. So we all good. We all done. You know what I'm saying? I ain't drove nowhere yet. I just got my little checkout thing right here. So just wrapping the video up. So what he was doing was he was showing me. I know the video is kind of quick, and I didn't say anything. It's because I was actually listening and learning myself too. So forgive me if I didn't say anything. But I'm going to explain what the little videos were. So when he was inflating the tires, each steer tires, I told him I wanted that 110 PSI, especially this time of year. You want more air in your tires, 110, as opposed to the summer months. You wanted like more around 100. What he did was he aired it up little by little, all the way up to 130 PSI. And I'm like, why you airing it up to 130. He's like, well, we just do that to make sure that the tire ain't gonna blow, you know. Okay, cool. And then after it gets up to 130, you know, it'll drop back to whatever PSI you want him to, you know, want on your truck. You know, I told him 110, so he knocked it down to 110. So that was the part of the inflation. I know it was like 3, 4, 5 seconds, but just showing you the process, kind of how he was doing it without, you know, trying to be in his way too much. And after that, you know, he took it over to the balancing machine. I watched him get balanced, so I know they balanced. Nobody ain't gonna sit there and tell me, oh, he didn't. Yeah, he did. You know, shout out to the mechanic Jamie. You know, got me all the way right. You know, he took time to explain stuff to me. Even though I've been out in the trucking game for a good minute, you know, you can always learn something. When you feel like you learned everything in trucking, you probably should quit. So I know I haven't learned anything in trucking, so I'm still spinning. You feel me? Other than that, did the balancing. I guess a little code, the digit number. He was talking about like the width, the diameter, and stuff of the rim of you putting on there. So they use that for pretty much everybody's truck, unless you're like oversized or, you know, some specific hot shot, whatever the case else. He did that and he rotated it. He showed me the weight. So the weights are in ounces. So you typically need 4 ounces on each rim, you know, when they're balancing it, which is my case. I needed 4 on each. So 4 ounce weights. And, you know, he went through, he even cleaned off the inside of the rim, wiped it down real good before he stuck the weights on there. He showed me how, you know, it is when it's spinning, when it stops spinning, to know that they're balanced. I enjoy watching it. You know, I like mechanics that allow the driver to be in the shop. Like if we can't sit in our truck, that's one thing, but we can't sit in our truck, at least allow us to be in the shop when you're working on their trucks, because unlike the last instance, the video I put up on here when they was doing my AC, you know, they didn't allow us in the truck or in the shop. And the goofy thing about that mechanic was when he was checking my AC, you know, the little button on the dash to you push in to tell the truck you want AC. The whole time, I mean, like 6+ hours he was working on the truck, that button wasn't even pressed in. I had to get in the truck to grab my tablet and told this dude, like, dude, the AC's not even on. Like, come on, you a mechanic, you didn't know the AC was in the truck, wasn't on? Like, anyways, I don't even want to get into that because that shit still pissed me off. Did the balancing, everything was good. He cleaned it off. Like, step by step, he was telling me what he was doing in between, you know, me recording and stuff like that. And then even when he put him back on, you know, I had a couple of extra questions that he was more than happy to answer. So, got the new steer tires on. I'm all good. I haven't driven it yet. I'm thinking about getting a truck wash. My load don't pick up until tomorrow night. Doing this little FedEx run deal. So, let y'all know how that all goes. Until next then, to next video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think. Yeah.